somehow I didn't predict that with the first statement we will jump into the biggest, as the diplomats say, challenge of Poland's foreign policy. There are two. One is NATO and the European Union, our membership, but this is not a challenge, this is a task which we perform better or worse, but it is actually happening. And that one is Russia. And here we have a unique person to deal with that. First of all, Pam is a Russia specialist who happened to be parachuted to Warsaw as a DCM at the American embassy. And then she got a call, her master's voice, Hillary Clinton called and says, please join me and deal with all those people whom you know so well. So now you've heard Adam Daniel Rothfeld, whom you know well. Probably what he had to say didn't surprise you, but how those things that Poland's, well, Professor Rothfeld said that our expectations are not unique, that they are the same as any other member of the alliance. However, to meet those expectations needs some imaginative steps to be taken. How Washington reacts to these expectations?
Thanks very much. It's great to be back in Warsaw. Genek, I appreciate the invitation. Ambassador Ryder, thank you for bringing me back. It's wonderful to be under the auspices of the Center for International Relations again, and between these two gentlemen, Minister Rothfeld and Ron Asmus. I have thought a lot about the topic for this panel, and it in some ways is like a final exam for me, because for 6 months now, don't laugh too much, Ron, for 6 months, because you used to do my job, so that's right. For 6 months now, I have been not quite as good as the expert group, but nevertheless in listening mode throughout the region, trying to glean what the most important aspects of their thinking, especially with respect to NATO and the NATO strategic concept, were going forward. And what I'd like to do today is to pose 4 questions, which I think get to the heart of some of the issues that are being raised consistently with the United States. And as a chapeau, the chapeau question I would give you, and it came from a good friend of mine, is, you know, is the United States a natural ally of Central Europe in NATO? And I'm going to come back to that at the end. But the first question that I throw out there, and it's one that's come up on many occasions already today, is with respect to Article 5. Is collective defense still NATO's core mission? Because this comes up again and again as a criticism that somehow it perhaps has slipped from core mission. But I think we can all agree that the answer lies less in what we write in the new strategic concept and more in what we do as an alliance. And what we, the United States, would like to see us do is develop a balanced package of activities which include robust exercise and training, schedules, and appropriate contingency planning to counter both old and new threats. As an alliance, we need to move beyond some of these traditional and country-based essentially static assumptions. We heard a little bit about this from Secretary General Rasmussen this morning. We need to focus more on regional and functional approaches that really better prepare us for modern security challenges. And we also need to acknowledge more clearly that collective defense is the responsibility of each ally, and that we will fail unless each ally commits the necessary resources to fulfill these commitments. Second question I would throw out there is, shouldn't NATO's core mission be territorial defense? This has come up a couple of times today and comes up often in the region as well. We would say that this is a false choice. We shouldn't be making a choice between out-of-area or expeditionary and territorial or homeland defense. I mean, our goal in NATO, our fundamental reason to be, is our collective defense, and that is our collective defense wherever it takes us. The exercise and training that we undertake right now as an alliance are intended to increase both our capabilities and our flexibility to make us ready to defend home from whatever platform that requires, wherever that may be. The third question that comes to mind is NATO's door still open? This has also been a topic all day long, and the answer flat out is yes. NATO's door is open to qualified European, just leave that, qualified European countries as a means of spreading security, stability, and prosperity. Article 10 of the Washington Treaty has not lost its relevance, and the accession process is and should be performance and merit-driven. All that said, states that complete that process in good faith need to know that the final decision on membership rests exclusively with the alliance itself. No third party to NATO wields a veto on NATO enlargement decisions.